Welcome back guys, it's me again, Torenthal, and today I'm going to bring you a guide about Shen support as requested from Captain Capslock for my last video. In this video I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of Shen support, his runes, his masteries, building, and some general tips you can do with our ninja support. Firstly, let's talk about why Shen support even came up in the first place. While definitely not a new idea, it's been recently brought up in the NALCS as a meta pick by TSM support Lustboy. At first I was skeptical of TSM support choices, and even after making this video, I personally am still unimpressed by his ability to be a top tier support. Despite this however, there are some definite pros to Shen's kit. His Q is not only a great way for him to sustain himself personally, but also gives a very small health regeneration when his allies attack a Q'd enemy. Shen's Q is also a great way to poke in lane, managing to get close enough to harass without taking any return damage. His W provides an okay shield, but where Shen's most shining ability to support comes from his E, his taunt. His E provides a 1.5 second taunt that can hit multiple people, making him a great champion for setting up ganks or peeling those nasty tanks off your ADC. His ult gives him global pressure, and also the ability to save one of your teammates' lives. Next, let's talk about Shen's cons. His Q is a shorter range than most people think, making it so you're in range of most AD carries auto attacks or may take damage from the enemy support. His Q sustain is very minuscule. At level 1 it only heals 8 health over 3 seconds to allies. His W is pretty energy hungry and doesn't provide that much of a shield as it scales off of AP. His E, his taunt, has a very long cooldown, and even at max rank the cooldown is still 8 seconds long. Next, let's talk about Shen's runes and masteries. As Lustboy has started this trend, we're going to go over his runes and his masteries for this guide. For his runes he runs 9 health seals, 9 match resist glyphs, and 9 marks of armor, and 3 armor quints. I personally, instead of running the 9 magic resist glyphs, I would recommend running 5 cooldown reduction per level glyphs, and 4 magic resist glyphs, so late game you'll have that extra cooldown on your E. For his masteries he goes on 0, 9, 21, and I'm not going to go into depth about his masteries, so if you guys want to pause the video and just copy them down, I think that would be best. Now let's talk about what to build on Shen. For boots I would either invest in Mercury Treads if the enemy has high CC or high magic damage, or Ninja Tabby if the enemy has an AD heavy comp. I wouldn't go mobility boots as you already have the plus 20% movement speed from your 0, 9, 21 masteries. As always I would go Sightstone in support, followed by your upgraded Face of the Mountain. Now here's where things get situational. You generally have 2 options, Locket of the Iron Stellari if you're playing against 2 enemy AP champions, or Randuin's Omens if they have a lot of AD or you're looking to tank up some serious damage. Complete the one you didn't build after the item you decided on. That's pretty much your core items as a support, but if you get really into late game, I would then complete a Thornmail or a Spirit Visage, depending on your situation. Lastly, let's get into some tips and tricks with Shen. You can use your ultimate on a teammate quickly without having to worry about clicking on the right champion, just by hovering your mouse over the champion portraits on the left hand side. Another tip that I have, if you're low in health and you can do this without taking damage, is to Q a high health minion then auto attack it a few times so you get that bit of health regeneration back. My last tip is Shen's Taunt Flash. This is a great way to catch enemies by surprise and gives them no time to react. It takes quick fingers and perhaps a little bit of practice, but it's definitely worth to learn. Here's how you do it. In the middle of your dash animation, flash to the area where you want your taunt to land. This can hit multiple people too, and is a great way to engage fights. That concludes my guide to Shen support. If you guys want to watch my last 2 videos, here they are. An advanced guide to Alistar mechanics and some tips on warding. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys learned something new, please like and subscribe, or any feedback or what guide you want next is appreciated. Thank you guys and have a great day.